Вот мы приехали. Сейчас 5 часов, я не знаю, утра, ночи. Ну, давайте все равно зайдем.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Как-то она не очень похожа на переживающую жену.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Наш напарник такие иногда интересные фразы выдает, что прям начинаешь в него верить по-настоящему. Давайте спросим у Лорны Паттисон, как она видела все произошедшее.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Нет, ну здесь что-то не так.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Да, видимо, ей вообще не жалко мужа. Она, наоборот, этому рада, что теперь она может быть с Лероем. Давайте посмотрим, что она ответит на причину ссоры.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Письмо из страховой компании, бумажник, отчет Корнера. Ну вот здесь будем использовать интуицию. Просить у сообщества сомнения.
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Партнерство с Лероем. Вы хотели устроить
Bartender said that
открыть
you and
свой
Leroy were
собственный
planning to go into
бар.
business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Небольшую сумму, а мне кажется, вы
Being
врете.
economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Вы увеличили страховку мужа.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a
умер.
$10,000
И на эти
payout.
It
деньги
was Leroy's
16
idea.
тысяч.
Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games,
Мы могли
pinochle,
открыть
you
новый
name
бар.
it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Быковский немного подшучивает над парочкой. Я сейчас как раз позвоню, узнаю, есть ли это сообщение. У нас показывается телефон, надо.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Pattison autopsy.
Thanks for your help.
К Корнеру мы обязательно съездим, только после того, как мы навестим Шелдона, подозреваемого. У нас есть подозрение на Шелдона, то, что именно он убил. Машина зарегистрирована на него. Красный
Watch what you're doing!
Прошу прощения. А вот и машина. И она немного разбита. Да, машина сильно разбита.
That's the son of a bitch right there.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Сейчас у нас будет погоня за Шелдоном.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
Быстро ездит парень. Не могу ничего сказать. Не может приезжать быстрее. Еще мы отвечаем за гражданских, которые бегают.
All right, I give up.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Hands behind your head. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.